took a life too surreal. Second breath I took was the pivot and strike, finished the kill. Influenced by might, with every sickness reveal. I won't pay back, fuck a dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Die to endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. ISUPK, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. Gone astray but made greater. In my return, left through my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't rule, let's it get approved. We'll take a step till it get confirmed. Armed and tank, it was made for high sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak and bring hell at them crackers can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I won't pay back for the scars in the slave pen walls. The Christ around, I can't let it slide. Ignore the lies, the only free will that's before your eyes. It's life or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow, and I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this wicked life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood. I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. And the score settle with BB, I die for the cause. Just to hear them angels applaud. And I'm true by every word I say. Cause I know my victory on the way. You want it? Nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so good? Cause it's real, I be walking with the makers. Boy, this life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so good? Cause it's real, I be walking with the makers. Boy, I can't be touched. Can't do in the clutch. They hate but they can't doubt us. We princes of the power, what you know about us? Evil all around us. But a nigga straight, I told you I can't be touched. Only angels walk at my pace. And I'm grateful for the words that had me delivered. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my next. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's one floating flow. I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My youth became soldiers. Ain't no folding, no pretending. We in it for them crowns, fuck friends. We walk the minion. In the election ascension, I hold my back and through. Give a damn what a bitch think. It's no truth, it's no truth. Which range you kind of get success. Break your kingdom. I understand them, nigga. I be like maybe hard. On my nigga hard. And I got this, could you tell me about this hard that you feel so much? And why you look so good? It's real, I be walking with the makers. Boy, I got maybe hard.
Huh? I got this. That one. Start. We'll talk about it. Let's get it. All right, Shalom is real. We are back as if we ever left. You understand? This is Sharper Than Sword Radio, and I'm the host, Captain DeGaulle, above the ISUPK under Commander General YAHANNA. And I got the hitters with me in the building. You understand? We got Officer Aban in this bitch. We got Officer Kabal Qatar in this bitch. And we got Officer Elias Shah in this bitch. You understand? The brothers was warned today at the Hebrew Academy, giving brothers a hand. You understand? The mighty man a hand. You understand? Somebody has to do it. You understand? Since you Christians are not going to protect the God's chosen people, the nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right, then guess what? Commander Julian Hanna said he'll do it, and he's raising up other brothers that's gonna turn around and join them.
Right.
You understand? And guess what? We all about protecting our people.
That's right.
Your pastor will not. You see that? You leave your children with your pastor, boy. Something bad gonna happen to them children. Don't do it. But my brothers and my sisters, man, they gonna watch out for them. They're gonna protect them with their very life.
That's right. Yeah, right.
Same as I would do theirs.
Right.
You understand? I don't look at them as, oh, them your kids, these my kids. You know, that's how people in the world think.
Kind of the concept.
Soon as you mention something about anything, they say, oh, I got my own kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, you couldn't just keep an eye out on someone for someone else's. You know, like it's gonna kill you to do that. You know, but in here we're not like that. You understand? And thank the Most High that we're not, because guess what? This would not be a place to be desired if it was.
Right.
If it was like the Christian church, because guess what? More and more people are leaving those churches. They're leaving those churches.
Right.
And eventually they're going to be sitting in ISUPK classes.
Right.
Because they're going to know that there is no other place that actually has the truth. And that's what we're going to give you today. All right? We'll give you the truth. Okay. Now, we got a couple of things to talk about. You understand? First, they keep coming up with different articles about weed and its negative effects. And I know everybody in the hood gonna want to kill me for this one.
Right.
You understand? Get talking about that bud, about you get talking about that ganja or that gas or that what else they call it? What they call it? They used to call it LG and Kush and Perp and you understand whatever sticky and whatever else the hell they call it. You understand?
Green crack.
What is it?
Green crack.
Green crack?
Green crack.
Hey, for real. You understand?
That's a name.
It just has like a slower effect. You know what I'm saying? And just a tad milder effect than that crack. So now some people, it don't. Some people it got that crack effect. You know, it's crack. Like you said, green crack. It's green crack to some people. Because some people it drives them straight out of their mind. And the reason that it does that is because guess what? You're not supposed to be smoking it.
Right.
I mean, that's real simple, ain't it? Something that makes you go psychotic, you should not be smoking. And guess what? There's laws against it. The Most High has a law against it. Like a lot of our people are. I talked to a sister, right? And this sister was going for a job interview. And she said, man, I hope I don't spill my pee. and I'm thinking that was like a way old fashioned way of saying I hope I don't pee on myself. Right. But you know what I'm saying? But what she actually was talking about was she had someone's urine in between her legs as she was going to go do like an interview / drug test, and she didn't want to waste the person's pee on her while she had this in her, you know, to keep it warm. You know what I'm saying? Because it has to be a certain temp and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So she has it in between her legs, keeping it warm. You understand? And hoping that she don't spill this person's urine in between her legs. You know what I'm saying? The lengths that our people will go to remain wicked.
Right.
Like instead of just stop smoking the weed.
Right.
Just stop smoking weed. That way you ain't gotta pee somebody else's pee on yourself.
Right.
You understand? Like you don't have to do that. Right? I mean that makes sense, don't it? I mean, damn, that's like nasty.
God.
Just think if that had a busted. You understand? And you got someone else's urine on you. And in between in their vajayjay. Like, come on. Like that's all the way. It's not even worth it. You understand? It's not even worth it, man. But this sister thought that it was better to try to, manipulate the test, right, so that she could get the job versus just stop smoking.
Right.
Stop smoking. And then she started telling me, "Oh, it's legal and this and that." If it was legal, you wouldn't have someone else's pee in between your legs.
Right.
If it was legal, if you felt like what you were doing, you were going, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. You know. Now, one thing that they do have, that they do now, is that I don't know if they still got this in effect, Cabal. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I know at one point they had put in place where you cannot fire individuals that fail drug tests. They keep their job. You have to offer them rehab. They still do that.
Salaki, it depends on the place of employment.
Okay.
That all depends on the employer and the reason that you get the drug test.
Mm.
So, like for a new hire, like you don't have a job. So if you fail
Right.
the test, you don't get the job.
Right, you don't get the job.
You
Yeah,
don't
right.
go to rehab.
Right.
You know, but then
Right.
like for certain things, they can offer you that.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, last time I checked, the only time I've ever seen that ever actually go into effect is when it happens to an Edomite, and they get popped dirty, and then they get to go to rehab, but then they fire all of the neighbors. But like I said, depending on certain jobs and how the management feels about you, to be honest, because they don't have to offer
Right.
it, but I have heard it as an option in very few cases.
Absolutely. So, they say if you drop dirty on the job, then they just might offer you rehab, right? But like you said, that ain't in Naker's cases.
Okay.
Nakers get fired. You understand? So this sister, she really thought, to pass the test by way of someone else's urine. Hey, don't they know how to test if it's a male or female too? In the test, don't all that come up?
How deep they go into the
Yeah,
test, but
they just might. Who knows? You never know. You never know, man. I mean, Esau comes up with a lot of ways to keep us out of things. You understand, such as employment. Like for instance, how he plays games with uh, the credentials that he asks requires your requirements to obtain the job. He'll tell you on one hand that you need X amount of hours of college and a degree and on the job training and all of that. And then when you come back and you show you got all of that, he'll tell you that you're overqualified. Now, how in the hell did I do exactly what you said you needed, and now I'm overqualified? I can't get this job because I know too much. Now, you would think that's the person that you would want to hire. Is the person that knows a lot about that area, that turn around and has a degree, 2 degrees in that area, that has double the training on it. You would think that, oh, I need to bring this person on in here. Sound like they could do a good job. Not if you're a naked.
Right.
Not if you are Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. That's a good reason to turn around and tell you, well, we can't offer you this position. We can't pay you. You're overqualified. We need someone that's, on this level. But you got exactly what they asked for.
Right.
And that's a shame. They are the devil. They are the devil the Bible speaks of. Only the devil would do that. Only the devil would do that, Abba. Tell you that this is what you must have, and then when you bring it, they turn around and tell you no, shut the door in your face. Or do the good old thing they used to do back in the day. Is I'm pretty sure they still do it. Well, no, it's mostly online now. But I remember when they used to take applications and throw them in the trash.
Oh, okay.
You remember that?
Okay.
I seen them do that to me several times. I went in there, and this is when you remember Dress for Success about when it first came out? Okay. Dress for Success on the interviews had hit St. Louis. And boy, it was Armani suits everywhere. It was ties and slacks and what's some shoes? Loafers and what's the other ones? Stacy Adams. Everywhere, Bob, wasn't it? I'm telling you, go dress for success, trying to get the job, and turn around, and I did that when it got me a nice button up, some slacks, some Eastlands. It was my thing right there. Eastlands, remember them? Remember them, Bob? Them bad boys was tough, wasn't it? Go ahead.
Easton's and what's that store? Jay Riggins.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Jay Riggins. Yeah. Up in the center downtown. Yep. Sure was. That was the store. And turned around and I went and filled out the application. It was an office job too. Nigga ain't never worked in the office. I was always out in the field. You understand me? Doing carpentry and painting and all this kind of stuff. You understand? Yard work and stuff like that. Working in the warehouses and Bush Stadium and all of that. Never had an office job. But I tried. I said, damn, I want an office job. I want a good, paying good too. I went in there. The lady looked at me crazy. May I help you? Why are you even here?
Right.
I said, I would like an application. I saw the sign. I said you're hired. Yeah. Oh, okay. 1 second. You know what I mean? Got the application. I sat there, filled it out, stuck my resume in between it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was 2 pages. Put my resume in there. Gave it to her, let her know that my resume in there. She said, okay, someone will give you a call. Thanks. And I said, all right. And as I'm walking out, turn around, look back at the place that I thought they was gonna hire me. I seen her put her hand right over the trash can. No lie. I'm looking at my application go right into the trash, straight up. I said, God damn. You understand? They are the devil. You understand? Didn't even let it go through HR. Let them deny me. She did it right there on the spot. Go ahead, Kabal.
Salakia, sir. But that's one of the things about Edomites, right? Like, it don't matter who they are. Like, what right does a secretary have of throwing away an application?
Right, God.
Like, you answer the phone and the door when somebody walks in. That is your job. Do your job. And in this case, your job was to hand the application to somebody with actual authority to do something about it.
Yeah.
But just because they're an Edomite, it doesn't matter. In their mind, they outrank you anyway because you're just an acre.
God, absolutely.
So it doesn't matter if it's Edomite, man, woman, small child. They outrank you because you're an acre and you don't mean anything.
Yep, absolutely. I'm telling you, that thing went in the trash. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. That's the only one that I saw, but I'm sure there was others. Okay. You understand? But that's the only one that I saw go straight toward the trash can. I said, "Good night." They are the devil. But let's get on that weed article. You know what I'm saying? Show these bud smokers that, you know what I'm saying, what and I'm sure they already know this. I'm sure they already know what negative side effect weed causes because they smoking it. You getting all the damn effects. Right. You understand? You're smoking it. So like I said, we're gonna read this article. This is because it's every time one drops, I make sure that I bring it out. You know what I mean? That we read it either in the class, camp, or on our radio show. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing that I would call like a soft drug, to where people think that it's not harmful. Right. Because all you do is laugh and get hungry. You know what I'm saying? Get the munchies. You're silly as all get out and get the munchies. Go ahead, Elisha.
Salaki, sir, if I may. And in 2022, Salaki, in 2021, going into 2022, I mean, you have to be a fool to still smoke weed and think that it's not harmful. And when they're spraying chemicals like fentanyl on the marijuana, man, they're spraying a deadly chemical called fentanyl. And people know this. People know that this chemical can kill you, but they'll still risk smoking marijuana, even though it may be laced with fentanyl, and it might be the last blunt you ever smoked in your life, man.
Yeah. Right. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, you said Salaki?
No, I said.
Salaki. I thought you said.
I thought you said Salaki too. Yeah, Salaki. Right. Yeah, right. I thought he said Salaki.
It could be the last blunt you ever smoked in your life, because the weed could be laced with fentanyl. And you seen what happened to that cop that touched a package. Yeah. That was, he didn't even touch the fentanyl. He touched something that had fentanyl on it, and he died 3 times before he got to the hospital.
God, yeah.
They had to revive him 2 or 3 times, and he finally died from just touching something that had fentanyl on it. And you're smoking.
God, they thought that Narcan was gonna work.
Yeah, they thought,
but it didn't work.
It didn't work out a while.
It didn't. It hit him with 3 of them. You say it hit him with 3 3 doses of that Narcan. And that's supposed to reverse the effects of a drug overdose.
Right.
To where they turn around and really that's just gonna help junkies to get high for real. You know what I'm saying? If they know they can shoot the Narcan, because they give it to them. You turn around and it's not helping them to get off of it.
Right.
It's just helping them to go get high. And if anything happened, we got the Narcan right here. Hit me with it. You know what I mean? Hit me. Go ahead.
So like this, if I may one more time, because you bringing out some heavy points. You know, with so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man, we so destroyed as a people. Mm-hmm. If the weed does kill us, we're gonna rush and find whoever's selling that weed. If the crack kills us, we want that crack. If the heroin makes us overdose, we want that heroin. Yep. Whatever drug that is destroying us the fastest, that's what we run and go get or try to find and use.
Kinda. and you know what? What you just said was on that movie the Wayans brothers did, but they was all sitting in the room and they fired up blunt, and the brother turned around and hit it. And you know, for somehow reason, they don't understand that choking is a sign of your body rejecting the smoke. Right. Not that the weed is so potent, it is so fire, there's some heat. You understand that I'm choking off of it. Dummy, your body doesn't even want it in there.
Right.
And so he hit it and died right there. And Ball is saying, "Woo, pass me that shit." Right. That's exactly how they are. That's exactly how they are. Huh? They made a joke about it, but that's really what's happening. The drug, you know how many people I heard, and I'm talking about when I was a kid, right? Because, you know, kids talk. And damn near all of our mothers and our fathers and our family was on drugs.
Right.
So we kids outside talking and playing, right? And when we get to talk and see either our family doing the crack or some, you know, a crackhead walking down the street, first thing we will all be talking about is how, man, I ain't gonna be no crackhead.
Right.
I ain't gonna smoke no weed. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But then guess what? Damn near every last one of them did. The same thing that they either saw their family doing or they saw that person doing, whatever it was, they ended up smoking it too.
Right.
It was like they said at a certain point, "Ooh, pass me that shit." And they started getting high too. And some of them did. There was one brother, man, that I grew up with. I know recently, I think he was the most recent one to die from drug overdose. You know what I'm saying? The brother was in his 30s, you know. But I mean, church boy. Need I say more? Need I say more? Church boy. Went to church. He look, he used to go in on the brothers that used to sell the dope on the block and who used to smoke weed on the block. It was like he'd come out there Bible thumping. You know what I'm saying? He'd come out there, man, y'all need to go to church. He sit out here smoking this drugs, selling this dope, killing people, doing this and doing that. Y'all wrong. And then turned around and we watched him die off of them drugs. The brother turned around and became one of the biggest damn dope fiends on the block. One of the biggest dope fiends on the block. Started with the weed. Then started hanging with some white boys and got a hold to some more. Now you know you can't smoke dope with no white boy. You understand? They gonna get you high. You know what I mean? Go ahead, come on.
He signed up for one of them trips out to St. Charles.
I
said he signed up for one of them trips out to St. Charles.
Hey,
that's
here.
All they do out there.
That's all they do.
The Edomites out there come down here to get their weed.
Mm-hmm.
Meet up, kick it with some of the neighbors down here. Had him go back out to St. Charles, and then that's where they do all the heroin and then the fentanyl and all the other stuff. That's where they get them out there. So the Edomites here, they don't even real live here. They live out there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In the trailer parks out there.
Mm-hmm.
So they end up just basically taking neighbors to the trailer parks and getting them shot up.
Yeah. Come. For real. That's how I go. That's how they do it.
God.
You know? They always turn around and buying the drugs from the naker. You know what I'm saying? Always. Go ahead.
And that's usually what it is. Oh, I'll pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
That's how they end up getting them because if you own drugs, you're not gonna turn down free drugs. Right.
Oh no, man, no. I'll buy.
Right.
Save
No,
it.
that's not happening.
Well, I don't have any money to put in, so I'm not going to smoke.
Yeah. Now, you didn't realize that free weed you just smoked had a little bit of heroin sprinkled in. Right. Mm-hmm. Had a little bit of crack in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You didn't realize that when you got that free weed, it came with a little extra bonus of meth. Yeah. Right, now you stuck.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what happened to that brother, man. He turned around and, like I said, got with the white boys and got some extra. Mm-hmm. Was on the weed, started with the weed, got with them, got that extra, like you said, got that bonus. And man, nobody knew what happened to him from then. Because I said to myself, I'm like, damn, I said, as much as he used to go off on us and cuss us out, him, drugs? No. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. If you'd have met this dude, I'm telling you, it was like he lived to go off on us every single day for selling and smoking the drugs. No lie. But then he died off of it first. You understand? He died off of it first, young, in his 30s. So, but like I said, weed has its negative effects, and a lot of people don't understand it. It makes your lungs 10 times blacker than cigarettes.
Right.
You turn around and have, man, it's just so much that I could bring out about the weed and how terrible it is. You understand? It causes so many problems. So many different things are going on. One of the brothers that I interviewed for the drug lecture, he had said, "Man, what's wrong with weed? Abon, wasn't you with me on that? Wasn't you with me on the drug lecture interviews?"
Con.
And no, you know what? Remember it was that was you there or was it somebody else? I'm not sure, but it was over off of the Bolivar at that restaurant. Remember?
The Bolivar.
What a bus station at? Metro Link, the bus station.
Con.
That was you?
Con.
Okay. Do you remember when the dude had said, "Man, what's wrong with weed?" Remember that? Hey, yeah. I turned around and ran out a whole list, of things that's wrong with the weed, and he still ain't understand. He still ain't understand. He still his mind. He knew that everything that I said was happening, but in his mind, still there was nothing wrong with the weed. Can't be nothing wrong with the weed. Got to be something else. But here's another effect. Here's a new study that they come up with, because what they've been doing with different studies is they're trying to come up, and weed has not been the easiest thing to research and just put it out there and say this absolutely does this. They're still trying to find out if it cures cancer and what's that other one? That other disease that they
It's like a glaucoma.
Glaucoma, or the other one with the kids,
Epilepsy.
Epilepsy. Is it another one? I know it's cancer, epilepsy, glaucoma, and something else. I'm not sure if it is, but they still don't know 100% if marijuana cures these things. You understand? So, but of course, the white man being the devil, and him just putting it out there so he can make billions of dollars off of it. Oh my God! You understand? And guess what? Now he was making all of the money off having blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians selling it, locking them up, making more money. Give them the drugs, right? Give them the drugs to sell.
Right.
Then lock them up for selling the drugs.
Right.
Then now take the drug and so-called make it legal, and then he sells the drugs, and now he gets rich beyond compare. While you just not getting out of prison. You know what I mean? Some brothers is just not getting out of prison over weed. And I'm not saying that is a small thing. No black, Hispanic, or Native Indian should be selling any drug, should be smoking any drug, right? But I'm just making a point. Now he's making. He said he's going to guesstimate and make what was it, $24 billion by the year 2024. What was it?
It was like God, I believe it was something like 23 or $24 billion by the year 2025.
Something like that. Yeah. In a very short time. In a very short time, this dude is going to be a billion. He's diabolical, man.
God.
The white man is diabolical. But let's get this article. Go ahead, read it.
Marijuana can cause this awful side effect. Studies suggest this will surprise you. Marijuana's long reputation, both good and bad, is being reevaluated these days by the public, lawmakers, and scientists. Public approval of recreational marijuana use has never been higher, and a record 19 states have now legalized recreational use. The growing acceptance has led researchers to take a closer look at the side effects of cannabis.
The growing what? Read again.
Growing acceptance has led researchers to take a closer look at the side effects of cannabis.
So now because the white man is ready to get high, because that's what it's talking about, the growing acceptance.
Right.
You understand? You know, black people try to hide theirs. White man's open with his.
Right.
You understand? So because he now accepts the drug, right? And he wants to walk around and not only smoke cigs in public, but now he wants to turn around and take a hit. You understand? I believe they still smoke joints, don't they? They don't really smoke blunts and stuff, do they? That's a naked thing, right?
Bongs.
Someone smoke blunts?
It's like he said bongs.
Bong, okay, yeah, bongs, right.
Our listeners, they smoking blunts now too, out of wine.
Uh-huh.
They smoking blunts too now. They, it's getting popular. They listen to hip hop and they trying to do everything, what's popular. So they smoke a lot of them blunts or them wraps and bongs, and they smoke out of potatoes. They just smoke.
Potatoes? What's that?
Potato.
Potato weed? What's that?
You can basically smoke in anything as long as you put a hole in it.
Yeah,
if you put a hole in the top
pop
and then a hole in the
cans,
thing.
they just smoke out of one. Vaping.
Yep.
Right, I seen the weed vape pens. I saw those. But damn. Anything, and you know something, that is so white. That is so white. You know what I mean? To turn around and just smoke any damn thing. That's terrible. That is terrible. Go ahead, keep reading, brother.
No, sir. And one new study has found that pot can have an unexpected and potentially dangerous effect on your daily routine.
You got to go now, so it's right there. But I know all that pop up stuff. Man, I hate that.
Marijuana is a well-reputed relaxant, but a new study has found that it might be, frankly, bad for sleep health. According to research in a BMJ, recent marijuana users were 34% more likely to report short sleep durations, less than 6 hours a night, than non-users.
It says how many hours a night?
Less than 6 hours.
Less than 6 hours. Right. So people think that weed that they hit make them so sleepy and they go to sleep for a long time. They pop some Nital and it's helping them get their Z's. No, it's not. You understand? No, it is not. Keep going.
People who use cannabis within the last 30 days were also more likely to oversleep. Meaning,
see, one second. Now you just started smoking. You understand? You ain't staying up all night yet. You understand? And what they don't understand about drugs go up and down, don't they, Bob? They turn around and you might start off this way because once you get to smoking, if you first start smoking, oh yeah, it's gonna feel good to you. It's gonna knock you out. It's gonna make you hungry. You understand? But then as you continue to smoke, then that's when more likely the effects reverse. You understand? Go ahead, Kabal.
Okay. Meaning more than 9 hours a night compared to non-users. Recent marijuana users were also more likely to say they had difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or sleeping too much during the past 2 weeks. They were, they were also more likely to tell their doctors that they had trouble sleeping. Let's see.
Now, who wants to go through all that? Who wants to go through not sleeping? You know what I'm saying? Sleeping too much, late for work. You already be late for work, but now you're smoking. Now you're a junkie. Now you're late.
Right.
They have 10, 15 minutes to turn to 45 or an hour. You know what I mean? And then one day when you get fired, you're gonna say they was wrong for firing me. That's what you're gonna say. Hey, you was late. You was late. You was already late. Sometimes the bosses let you slide with them 5, 10 minutes. But damn, you start hitting them hours. They like, hold on, they must not want to come to work. You know what I mean? So they gonna let you go. Right?
Yeah.
You got some more?
God.
Go ahead.
Heavy cannabis users were even more likely to report sleep problems. They were 64% more likely to experience short sleep durations and 76% more likely to have long sleep durations than non-users.
Good night. The up and the down. Good. Good night. While you think like what you just said, Elisha, they mixing it with that fentanyl. That's what's happening right there. They letting you know that these drugs that they are letting people grow, and you know it's only the white man getting his hands on fentanyl.
Right.
You understand? I don't know no nigga that's getting hands on no fentanyl. You hear me? But of course it's him, and he's sprinkling it in the weed. Ain't no telling what else he already done put in it. Cause you know that what's that K2 stuff? They mix K2 with bleach, ammonia, Mr. Clean, Mop and Glow. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of chemical that they felt like putting in it, they was putting it in there. And had what they said was real live zombies going around. I used to see them when we go down there to have camp and feed them downtown about, remember? We would see them downtown smoking that K2. And after that, boy, just zombied out.
Right.
Zombied out, man. You understand? Our people don't need no drug. We need to get all the drugs out of the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community.
Right.
We don't need weed. Nothing wrong with your damn back and your neck. And your damn leg hurt. Nothing wrong with you. You understand? Like, no, we don't need no drugs in the Black community, man.
Right.
Or guess what? Your next bag will be laced with fentanyl.
That's right.
And you will die smoking weed. And then after that, it's gonna be a lot more deaths because guess what? They're gonna say, "Ooh, pass that shit,"
Right.
and they gonna want to smoke it too. They gonna take the bag out of the dead man or woman's pocket and go smoke it and die. That's what they're gonna do.
Okay.
That's what they're gonna do. You keep smoking weed, you will die from a fentanyl laced damn dose.
Right.
Salaki.
Go ahead, Abon.
Can't forget the nitrazine opioids that don't bring you back. The Narcan don't bring you back from. So once you got one time to OD, then you're dead.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And so, like, sir, if I may, you brought out another point that was real heavy, because blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, Israelites, man, we love that weed, and we'll make every excuse in the earth to continue smoking. And then you even got fake Israelites, that condone smoking weed, making teas. It's a herb for health, and like you said, they haven't proved that marijuana, I mean, it's been proven that it has its medical, advantages, but it hasn't been proven to heal anything.
Right.
It's not going to heal anything that you have. You're just smoking because you want to get high.
Right.
And if you get healed, what's the example we always use in ISUPK? We use like Tylenol. You get a headache, you pop a Tylenol and it goes away. You don't have to just keep popping Tylenols just because. That's what we do with weed. We just smoke because we want to get high, not because it's healing anything.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Come on.
There has never been an actual medication that has ever been prescribed by burning it and inhaling it.
Right.
Period. Like that is the method of it, and like what General Muhammad said. A lot of our people are just caught up on the method of getting it into your system because edibles have been out for years.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you still burning it and putting it in your lungs? Edibles are stronger; it gets you high. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
They're addicted to the process. They like rolling the blood. They like busting down the blood, rolling it, lighting it up.
It's like dropping all of it outside the window at the gas station.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Leaving a whole trail, right? As soon as you pull off, they know go right to you and goddamn really follow the damn insides of the blood. Go ahead.
Right. So if our people were actually honest with themselves, you just like smoking. That's all it is. It's not that the weed is going to cure it. Okay, cool. Then go to a doctor and get prescribed a dose that you will get for your disease.
Right.
That nobody's ever said, oh, you shouldn't use that prescription your doctor gave you. No. Mm-hmm. But now you want to go down the block to Junior and see what he got in the bag in the bag. Like that's not the same thing. You smoking whatever. Because like they said, yeah, it's gonna have fentanyl, it's gonna have crack, it's gonna have meth, it's gonna have whatever they want to put on there. It's not a controlled substance. Mm-hmm. It's not a controlled. It's not something that you know exactly what's going into your body.
Right.
So it can't be a medicine. You can't even call that medicine.
Right. Absolutely. Jump to the next article. Was it some more on it? I think that's pretty much it. Then.
Yeah,
okay. Most
okay,
go.
I got one precept for you.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire.
Right.
That's
absolutely.
what the scriptures say about smoking weed, man.
God.
You go and dig up evil by trying to find. That's what our oppressor does. They turn everything into a drug to get you high.
Right.
They dig up evil. I mean, whether it's the coca plant where they take that, the poppy seed plant, and they make heroin. They take the coca plant and they make cocaine. They sniff cocaine. They smoke cocaine, and now with marijuana, they take the marijuana plant, dry it out, smoke it, and that's digging up evil. Oh,
absolutely. Go ahead.
The point to what the officer is making, like that plant has been. The coca plant has been in Colombia for generations. They used it basically the same way we would use Red Bull. They would pick up the leaves, chew it. They'd be able to work all day in the mines. It was a leaf they chewed. Mm-hmm. No problem. The Edomites had to find a way to crush it down, mix it with diesel fluid, cook it in the microwave, brick it up. Like that's evil. Like you said with the marijuana, it's been used. You can find ancient Egyptian recipes for pain that are honey and marijuana wrapped into a little thing, and then you ingest it, and it's a certain dose, a certain amount. It was their pain medicine.
Right.
Well, you don't have to smoke it. Like if you actually need it for the pain, like what you were talking about with the children and epilepsy.
Right.
They give them such a low dose of THC. It's mostly CBD. It doesn't get you high at all.
Right.
And it's in a gummy.
Right.
Like you don't need to burn it. You don't need to burn your lungs. Like you said, it gets your lungs darker because the marijuana burns hotter than tobacco. So it's scorching your lungs on the way down there. Mm-hmm. Like like we said when we was talking yesterday. I told the young lady, I said, listen, that is defiling your temple. You're not supposed to do anything that defiles. You filling your temple with smoke that's the hottest smoke you can ingest.
Yeah, right.
That's That's against the Most High God.
Mhm.
Killing yourself.
And it was like she wanted us to see, like you said, the process.
God.
It was the process,
God
you
of
know,
God.
because conversation wasn't even about weed, wasn't even about that. But then just what about weed? You understand? I had to show us that she's breaking it down, you know. But I was like, good night. But we are not supposed to be smoking anything.
Right.
Even before you go and get some weed gummies or some THC drops or whatever the case may be, you come and you get counsel from the generals first.
That's right.
You understand? Don't just go putting anything in your body trying to medicate yourself.
Right.
You understand? Oh, my head hurt. Let me go to the gas station to get them THC drops.
Right.
You understand? Nah. Let me go to Save a Lot sell the goddamn hemp
CBD,
gummies, CBD gummies, and all kind of. You go get your groceries and then go get some goddamn gummies. Next they gonna have weed cookies on the damn shelf.
Right.
Weed brownies and all that nonsense. You understand? So if you was to ever do any of that, you understand? You make sure you come and get counsel from the generals first
Right.
before you put anything in your body. Then I'm sure they're gonna take you to the doctors.
Right.
You understand? They're gonna tell you, let's go to your doctors now.
Right.
And let's see what your doctor would say before you just say, "Oh, my head hurt and I need a blunt." You understand? I need some weed. Has medicinal purposes, so I'm gonna turn around and smoke this weed, stop my headache. No. You understand? Going and look, the sister thought, "Oh my God," the sister thought she was really dropping something heavy on me out. When I said I said they don't even when they prescribe them weed cards, they're not even talking to a doctor. You understand?
Right.
More so like you just going to a clinic and talking to a charge nurse or something. You understand? You just talking to a person that took a class on, you know what I'm saying, the CBD and all that, some of the weed and all of that. They're not medical professionals.
Right.
Really, they're not. You understand? They just went and had a seminar. You understand? And got licensed to turn around and give people weed. She said, "Oh no, you got to go to a clinic. You got to go to." I'm like, "Sis, that's not a doctor. You're not talking to an actual doctor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who is your doctor? Go to your doctor,
Right.
and let's see what happens.
Right.
See if that doctor just hurry up and prescribe. Oh yeah, you need this card right here, bam.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what happened. Obama, she went straight there, told him I got a headache, and they said, card. You understand? And she really thinks she's doing something because they did that.
Right.
Like they know you are junkies. That's what the white man is using that to keep us in this dumb, docile damn state.
Right.
He's using the drugs to keep us stupid.
Right.
You understand?
Down to the guys, sir.
And more importantly, he's keeping us in this state because he know that this goes against our very own God.
Right.
You understand? And his laws. So he like, you know what? Any way that we can stay ruling over them, let's do it.
That's right.
Sign the weed into effect. Had them. You remember that about when they was pushing that up there at the Sears building?
Okay.
They was pushing it. They asked me to. Was you with me when they did that?
Okay.
Yeah, Bob was with me. He was with me damn through everything. They asked, so we coming out the Sears building. Hey, brother, you want to sign this petition, man? We trying to legalize weed. Nah, bro, we need to get weed out of this black community. Is that what that chart say? Come up with that petition. I'll sign it and get out here with you.
Right.
You understand? And make sure other people sign that.
Right.
If we vote to get it out of here. You understand? No, man. What's wrong with weed? What's wrong with You understand? They had all the junkies signed up in the Sears building. Had them going. Look, I tried to go. What's that? Undercover. What's that show where they go undercover?
Undercover boss.
Yeah, something like that, right? I tried to go undercover boss, right? They must have knew I was coming. They turned around and saw me. They said, "Oh, you want to come in here? Oh, you do? Okay, wait a minute." And they went in. Boy, it smelled like a goddamn dispensary. You hear me? Everybody in there was smoking. They was high as hell. And then turned around, came back and said, "Oh, we ain't letting nobody new in right now." You know what I'm saying? But at first they was encouraging people to come on in and get out there and get paid to sign the petition, get the petition signed. But then when I came, they said, "Oh, we don't want nobody else. Nobody knew. Nope, we capped off. We done now." You know what I'm saying? Because they knew I was finna go undercover. Had that camera. You understand? Had the hidden camera on me. You heard me? They didn't know. They knew I was coming. Somebody tipped them off. No, I'm just kidding, but I did try to get in there, and I had a couple questions for them. You understand? But they was like, "Nope, we ain't finna do that one. We know what you finna come here and say."
Right.
It was like, "Nigga, you just look different. You don't look like you smoke weed." You know what I'm saying? He finna come up here and ruin everything. He's finna ruin everything because we went against them once before when they was at the back, behind the city by the Dollar Tree. When they had the American flags and everything. Oh, that's where they got started at. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Y'all talking about shit. Was they Moors? What was they, Obama?
I'm not sure.
I think they was Moors, wasn't it?
Probably so.
Or something like that. Or Black Panthers, something like that. Had American flags all over the building, didn't they? All on the walls, on the tables, look, them little flags that go on the desk and stuff. Oh man, it was everywhere. Flags on every window, exterior window, flags on the door. I'm not lying. I said, wait a minute, what is this? What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? You got the other article, Cabal?
Slocky, which one did you want first, the pastor or the lynch?
Give me the lynch.
Okay, sir. Iowa man convicted of murder for lynching ex-girlfriend's new black lover.
Read that again.
Iowa man convicted of murder for lynching his ex-girlfriend's new black lover.
Now this gotta be in 1700s or something, ain't it? What year is this? What year this article came out?
2021.
2021. 2021. This year? Good night. Yep. Captain Capasa, we got some reverb going on. It might be that YouTube. The Facebook one is Facebook usually be too wild.
We should be too wild. Yeah, check the YouTube.
It's a YouTube?
No, I told him to check YouTube.
God, okay. Yeah, check the YouTube. Yep. Okay, go ahead and drop that. Let's get it.
Time.
YouTube's wild? Okay.
A white Iowa man has been sentenced to life in prison for the gruesome murder of a man he commonly referred to as Black Mike.
A white man lynched a black man in 2021. I thought this was way back in the day, in the damn 17 and 1800s. But this was 2021, this year.
Hey.
It was this month, right?
It's like his conviction, kind of.
Huh? In December. Yeah, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I know a sister that turned around and devil almost robbed her house last night.
Salaki, sir.
Huh?
This article is from yesterday.
From yesterday.
Okay, so this
you understand?
Jess was convicted yesterday.
God, absolutely. God, absolutely. Sister turned around and almost got her house robbed. Could have ended up getting hurt by this devil. You understand? Thank God he ran on out the back of the door, so the back of the house. Instead of trying to, harm her and her kids. She had her grandkids with her.
God.
She come in the house as he's going into rooms. You know what I mean? And ended up running out the back door. I said, good goddamn night. And she said, I wasn't even gone that long. It don't take that long.
Right.
It don't take that. He was watching you. He was watching your house.
God.
He was watching your house, watching the times that you leave, and knowing that at that time you was gonna be gone for a while. So he took the opportunity. So, and the sister had been learning from the ISUPK. She said he must have thought he was gonna come in here to a bunch of gifts up under a tree. You know what I'm saying? When she said that, I ain't want to get too excited, because I know the sister was shook up, but that meant something to me. You understand? Because she's listening to us and turned around, and instead of celebrating Christmas, because guess what, she loved at Christmas.
Right.
But guess what? We showed her in the scriptures that says no. You understand? And she said, you know what? Enough said. And she did not put up the tree, and she did not get any gifts. She said, I'm not celebrating Christmas. Most High Christ. You understand? So, and thank the Most High, like I said, that sister didn't get harmed by the devil. You know what I mean? For him trying to rob her house. Yeah. So, but this is 2021, and guess what? These devils are still at it.
Right.
He lynched. What he called? He said, well, who he called Big Black Mike? He called him Black Mike. You know what I mean? Keep reading. Oh, go ahead. One second. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nice and loud, warrior, the mic.
Come. Psalms chapter 10, verse 4 through 5. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Good
he
night.
lynched this brother.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The white man is definitely the black man's enemy.
That's right.
Absolutely. Damn right.
That's right.
Excellent precept. Damn right. That's the devil all day long. That's him. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. Read a little more.
32-year-old Stephen Vogel was convicted of first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse in the 2020 death of Michael Williams, a 44-year-old acquaintance who had apparently gotten romantically involved with Vogel's ex-girlfriend. Vogel allegedly clubbed Williams over the head before hanging him for approximately 5 to 6 minutes, causing him to die by strangulation.
Good night. Now, Dylan Storm Roof did the same thing. You understand? He killed them people in the church because he claimed that black men was taking all the women.
Right.
So now the Black Mike takes his ex, take the white man's ex, and then the white man does something about it. You understand? Now I wish this brother had not have messed with his woman.
Right.
You understand? Not because he's dead now, because number one, it's a law against that.
Right.
You understand? We need to let them have their women.
That's right.
Those white women, you brothers, let the white man have them. Think about something. That's why he has a white woman, because the Lord created it that way. The white man has a white woman. The Chinese man has a Chinese woman. The African man, which we are not, has an African woman with a smelly self. The Arab man has an Arab woman. The East Indian man has an East Indian woman. And guess what? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the chosen people of God, the nation of Israel, we got 12 different flavors of women. We got 12 different kinds. You understand? You can, come on, man. We got 12 different kinds of women to choose from. Why in the hell do you want their one? Their one don't even compare to one of ours.
Right.
And we got 12.
Right.
So you really way on at the back of the list, because we got 12 to get through before we even think about you. You understand? Like, come on. So we like I said, then it cost this brother his life.
Right.
You understand? Dealing with the other nations of people, damn women. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to leave their women alone.
That's right.
Deal with your own. Get you a sister. I know she got a big mouth. I know, she has a bad reputation of, of being called with a gold digger.
Right.
The white woman is the biggest gold digger. Did you see Tiger Woods' wife?
Man.
Beat the hell out of the man with his famous clubs, and then turned around and got half of his money. Took this man for half of his paper. Beat him with the clubs that he beating everybody in the world with. You know and everybody that crossed his path on that court, he beat the hell out of them with them clubs.
Right.
And what did she do when she knew he had another woman? You knew that. You didn't just find that out.
Right.
Stop it. Tiger Woods. You understand? Come on. No, he had another woman. No, he had plenty of them. But you go psychotic because you white. Because you white, you go psychotic. Damn near kill the man and take half his money.
Right.
But the black woman is such a gold digger. Come on, man. Be for real.
That's right.
It's the first thing white women be talking about is suing somebody and taking somebody to damn court. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But here it is. The black woman gets this bad reputation of being a gold digger and you believe it. So then you try to go get a white girl. Go ahead, Elisha.
Kind of, sir. So like it, sir, if I may, it's funny that you said that. Like a oppressor, a so-called white woman, to try to sue everything and everybody. Mm-hmm. It was this oppressor. I was at the bus station this morning. This was a straight up meth head oppressor. I mean, on every drug in the world. I mean, bottom of the barrel oppressor. And her Greyhound was running late, and she's making a big scene. And she gets on her phone. This I remind you, it's 2 a.m. talking about calling her lawyer, and she's going to own Greyhound and how she's going to sue and own everything by the morning if they don't find her a ride. That's just the pride of our person. God. Like, you're a meth head. You understand? God. Salakia. I also have a precept out of wine.
Come on with it.
Because what the brother did, we don't condone in the ISUPK, regardless of race, we don't condone any type of adultery because that's a sin against God. But this brother, with the mistake he made, was sleeping with another a nation of people, which the Ottawa, which Captain Degalga Bar is bringing out. That's a sin against God. Sleeping with white women is a sin against God. You understand? So I got Deuteronomy 7:3. Salaki, if I can read, it says, "Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son." In verse 4, it says, "For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly." And that's exactly what happened to that brother, man. He got destroyed by sleeping with other nations, sleeping with white women. That oppressor killed that brother, man.
God, absolutely.
And that's a lesson to every so-called Black, Latino, Native Indian, like Young Jeezy, like Venus and Serena, like Holly Berry, Wesley Snipes. You said Tiger Woods. Man, you're going to get destroyed in the end dealing with these oppressors. The Most High is going to be angry and upset and destroy you, man.
Damn right. Don't forget O.J. Simpson.
Oh, yeah, O.J. How can I forget
Goofball, Goofball went to prison for dealing with them and then get out and get another one.
Writing a stupid book.
Yeah. About a white woman. And got him, and he had a beautiful sister. His wife, when he had kids with, when he, I believe they've been together for a long time. He ended up divorcing that woman, man. And you know who was by his side in that trial? Sister was. She was, man. You understand? She was by his side. And I'm sitting there saying, like, why did he do that? Leave her for that damn devil. You understand? That helped ruin his life. That devil, and he don't even think that. He don't even believe that it was that woman, that white woman that helped ruin his career and his life. Dealing with that had the white man living in the house, had the white woman living in the house, doing Lord knows what. Go ahead.
Oh, so like I was just saying, because the white woman is the white woman and man, the white race is, Negroes God, that's our God, man. Mm-hmm. We worship that white woman. You know what I mean? We love her thanks to Dr. Martin Luther King and us integrating and wanting to be equal and have to show our oppressor how much love we need from them in order, to do anything. I mean, hell, drink out of a water fountain. We had to come together with our oppressor to drink out of water fountains and destroy Black businesses, destroy the Black economy, because we want to lay in the bed with our oppressor, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Come on with it, Cabal.
According to People, Vogel kept his victim's body in the basement for 4 days before disposing of him, with the assistance of his friend Cody Johnson, his mother Julia Cox, and her boyfriend Ray Garner. All three were charged with destroying evidence of destroying the evidence of the killing. White, Cox, and Garner were also charged with abusing a corpse, according to the Des Moines Register. Let's see. So I
Yeah, night. He hid the body for 4 days. He just knew he was trying to put that body somewhere, that brother's body somewhere, and he was going to end up getting away with it.
Right.
That was going to be a lost cause. They would have never known where the brothers was going to be at.
Right.
1-2 more days, he would have been taking that body to wherever spot he found, and we'd have never even heard from this brother again. Never even known anything about his death. Yep, that's it on there. Oh, go ahead. Come on.
Despite all 4 people involved in Williams' murder being white, the Iowa-Nebraska chapter of the NAACP agreed with prosecutors that race did not seem to be a factor in this case. Williams' family, however, disagrees. Quote, the love interest in this triangle had been with several other people prior to allegedly being with my nephew, said his aunt Paula Terrell. Those people were not murdered. Why kill, quote, Black Mike, as he was referred to by the defendant? Why did he have to kill Black Mike? It was a lynching.
Right.
Still, the family is satisfied with the ultimate outcome of Vogel's sentence.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm still not satisfied. I want all of them in prison.
Yeah, I'm right.
Go ahead, Cabal.
Salaki, I wanted to make sure we read that because I wouldn't. When we keep telling you, we keep telling our people, these so-called leaders in the world, they don't care about you at all. Your Christian pastor don't care about you. The NAACP don't care about. How much more racial of a crime do you have to be when you lynch a man that you call Black Mike?
Black Mike, right?
Like, I don't even understand how. Like, that's a no-brainer.
Right.
4 white people got together to disfigure and kill a black man. Yeah. They call Black Mike.
Right.
For messing with a woman who was already messing with a bunch of other men.
Damn. God. That's usually how it happens. And then the so-called black leaders go up there in his defense. And instead of saying, throw the book at him, they go in there and say, oh, no. This was not a crime based on race. Not at all. This was not a hate crime.
Right.
When, yes, it was. You understand? Yes, the hell it was. Any crime done by a white man on a black man is a hate crime.
That's right.
Right.
Any crime done by a white woman to a black woman is a hate crime.
Right.
Any crime done on any black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, woman, or child against a white man or woman is a hate crime. It is a hate crime because these people absolutely hate our guts.
Right.
It's been proven throughout all of these years. You understand? What did Papa say yesterday? Man, white people been hating us for 400 years. You understand? He said that. And guess what? How old was he? 80?
82.
82? 82. And guess what? You know he know.
Right.
You know he didn't experience it. You understand? In his when he was in his teens, in his 20s, in his 30s, in his 40s, in his 50s, and 60s, and 70s. Man is in his 80s now, and he's still experiencing it. You understand? Go jump to the next article. He's still experiencing it. And guess what? They're never going to change.
Right.
These people are never going to change. Like, when are we going to finally say, and I ain't talking about we as in the ISUPK, because we got our minds right in here. We know who the enemy is. We know that the devil has absolutely no intention on doing anything honest when it comes to us.
Right.
So we've separated from them. We're separated from them. But our people that's in the world, those black politicians and those leaders and NAACP and Black Lives Matter and all the other organizations that are trying to join together with our oppressors. Like, what do you think? What do you think when, because I know they get the articles too, when this keeps happening every single day, about it hadn't stopped, it slowed down, none of that. These people have not taken a break from murdering us. Not like what Papa said. Oh, 400 years. These people hating us for over 400 years.
Right.
It has not stopped. It's even in the Bible. To where the hatred that they have for us is a continual hatred, a perpetual hatred, meaning ongoing. That's what it means. And they are never going to stop. And they're never going to lighten up. They're never going to realize, you know what, maybe I shouldn't hang this guy. All because he's sleeping with my ex. You understand? It was the fact that the black man was now getting the booty, and he knew he didn't have stand a chance to ever hit net again.
Right.
You understand? He knew he had no chance of ever hitting that again. Black Mike came in the picture. You understand? He called him Black Mike. You understand? Black Mike didn't hit that. Oh no, it's over. It's over. Okay? It's over. Black Mike White. Oh, what's his name?
It was
What's the white boy name?
Salakia, sir. It's Stephen.
White Stephen knows that Black Mike is now hitting that piece, and White Steve don't stand a chance. Come on with the next article.
America's richest
White Stephen. Come on with it.
America's richest pastor avoids $150,000 in annual taxes on a $7 million Texas mansion that he said God told him to build.
Mm-hmm. So he's the richest pastor? Kenneth Copeland? Ooh, the richest pastor, and the dude. Oh my God! If you ever see him on, how does he even make money? I don't even understand him half the time. Go ahead.
It was Billy Graham. Then he died.
Oh God. Okay.
Now Copeland took over.
Okay. Yeah, Billy. He was. Yeah, Billy Graham was everywhere on everything. Yeah, hell yeah. You sure right. Good night. And now it's Kenneth Copeland. Man, he is one of the angriest and most confused preachers that I've seen out there. But I'll just go ahead, come on.
So, like, isn't that the one that quote unquote blew the wind of God at the COVID-19 virus?
He did.
Kind of.
Oh, good night. Come on, what was that? What did they do?
He did.
He blew the wind of God.
Sir.
And what that stopped?
He said it was supposed to stop the COVID-19.
Yeah, okay.
Last year summer.
Oh, okay. And it turned around. It turned into what's the two new names?
What's the new strain? Omicron.
Huh?
And the Omicron strain.
That's the latest one.
The latest one was Omicron. The last one that was big before that was the Delta.
It was who?
Delta.
Yeah, there you go. God, but I guess he need to turn up the wind of God a little bit and blow a little more, huh?
God.
Or it turned into Maxicon in this mug. You understand? That's what's next. It's gonna be Maxicon COVID next. Okay, because it don't look like it's gonna stop and go nowhere no time soon.
Oh, wow.
The number started going down for a second. And everybody was like, yay, it started going right back outside. And then turned around and here come the new one. And now they scared again.
He blew it into mutation.
Huh? Yep. That's really what he did while he playing. Come on with it.
No, it does say. Kenneth Copeland, a famous televangelist who founded Eagle Mountain International Church built a 6-bedroom mansion near Fort Worth in 1999. Copeland is worth $750 million and owns multiple properties and several private jets, the Chronicle says. The jets are housed at a nearby airport named after him. Under Texas law, pastors' homes, known as parsonages, Slovakia, can get a 100% exemption from property tax.
Good night. Now, while the black church around the corner is pleading the blood of Jesus every week, got a big old fat for sale sign across the front of it now.
Right.
That blood didn't work.
Right.
Kenneth Copeland wouldn't blow the wind of Jesus his way so that the mortgage company let them keep their building.
Right.
You understand? and the white man like, hey, you get through blowing, run me my money.
Right.
You understand? Run me my money after you get through blowing. As a matter of fact, the mortgage company said, hey, pay that balance. You understand? Pay that balance. You know, and I'm with Commander YAHANNA when he said that he can't wait until he gonna turn all of them churches into homeless shelters. You understand? To house the homeless in. That's all the building good for. They ain't doing nothing now but molesting children in it. You understand? Making advances to other men's wives so you can sleep with them. You know what I mean? Singing and dancing. The hell is that doing? Go ahead, Elijah.
So like he said, not only that, who was the one that was hiding the money in the walls? Joel Osteen.
Oh yeah.
They hiding money in the churches too. They hiding stashes in the churches.
Oh yeah.
What was it? $150,000 the plumber found behind the wall.
Did he?
That he reported missing.
Oh, good night.
And they found it. The plumber found it.
Good night.
So they probably hiding drugs for the cartel.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. They making money all kinds of ways. You see, wasn't the Creflo was in the video? That's the way players play. You understand? Yeah, he was at the players' ball. You understand me? He balling at the players' ball. Come on now. And they ain't playing no games, man. These are some evil bastards, man. You understand? These are some evil people. They're not men of God. They are hypocrites. And that's one thing that the Most High hates. Hates a goddamn hypocrite and a liar and a thief and a homo. You understand? And a lesbo and all of that. The Lord hates them, for the things that they are doing. And he's going to deal with all of them.
That's right.
He got a spot reserved for the devil and his angels. That's what the scriptures say. And they ain't talking about the man up under the ground, talking about the so-called white man and all of these preachers that's turning around teaching all of his God's chosen people all these lies.
Right.
You understand? That's who that's talking about. Yep. Go ahead, come on, some more.
Local authorities said Copeland is within his rights to claim the house as a parsonage, even though the law was likely never intended to cover the super rich religious figures like him.
Come on now. Why should you would think that the poor would be able to get a break on taxes?
Right.
Not the rich. They can pay it. He can pay them taxes.
Right.
You understand? He got money sitting in the bank that's growing his taxes. He can just give them that and still have all the money he make. And he don't have to even do nothing. White people know how to turn around and play them banks.
Right.
They know how to put money here and there and make it flip and do all of that. While you trying to hit a lick, trying to rob somebody coming out of a goddamn store. You understand? The white man got money in banks and accounts and CDs and funds and every damn thing. He got all kind of stuff going on.
Right.
And turn around and make that money flip. And guess what? He won't even lose none of his cash. None of his money. It could be the money, the interest, from all the money he got. And he could pay that little $150,000. Pay that little $150,000. and be done with that. But no, he completely wants to avoid because he's greedy.
Right.
He's a greedy bastard, and he's going to go and preach to your mothers, or your son, your fathers, and your sons, or your daughters every Sunday.
Right.
Those lies, and he's going to get more and more money. You want to say something? Come on.
Oh, it was more on here.
Oh, come on, go ahead.
To qualify for the exemption, parsonages can only be 1 acre, which this one technically is. Sorry.
Mhm.
The property exists on its own plot of land that is the 1 acre limit. But Copeland also purchased 24 more acres around
Yep.
it, so the lakefront tract surrounding the property. The Chronicle reported. So he did it. So the taxes are only on that lot,
Mhm.
so he doesn't have to pay on that house. But now
Yeah.
he just pays on the land that's empty. And now he just owns empty land, and that's what they can tax him on, the 24 acres of empty land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck you, the white man is the devil.
And he the devil. He diabolical.
Kind
You
of
understand? He diabolical, man. You know what I mean? Was that it on that? Well, anybody got any more precepts? You want to bring anything out before we close? Yeah, he is the devil. If the so-called white man is not the devil, then who is?
Right.
Please show me. Tell me where can I find him? You understand? Where can I find the devil? Don't tell me nothing about no red man living under no damn ground. When you got this man that's turning around and evading and avoiding taxes and murder charges and damn theft charges and all types of charges.
Right.
Come on now. You got one about?
I'm a hold fast.
All right, kind of no sweat. All right, well with that, we're gonna end the show. Shalom Israel.
Shalom.
So like, I was